Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Here we are on April 13th, 2021. Tomorrow, the 14th, is my water delivery day. So, I was out doing a few other errands today, and you can see the winds are blowing. Good thing I didn't put my new flag up because it'd be shredded already. I decided to leave it down for today and tomorrow because neither one of those 2 days will be Oprah days. They're not going to be wind free, they're going to be windy. All right, so it might be Sandra D. Windy, Sandra D. Da 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 da. All right, so anyway, when I did go into town today, oh my gosh, the winds, oh my, they're like 26 miles per hour right now. So anyway, I picked up the insulation and the 1-inch shark bite I needed, and in here I got all my shark bite fittings, and I got my backflow check valve in 1-inch that goes on the inlet side of the pump, and Andy does have my pump for me, so I'll have that already. Then I got the shark bite elbows, 1-inch elbows, and everything else I needed that's in here. These male adapters are what screw into the pump itself because it's threaded fittings on there. And then I'll come out of there with some 1-inch PVC go into it with the backflow protector, or the check valve, whatever you want to call it. And this one came with the little release tool for removing the fittings. So I've got these if I want to go straight into the pump with the shark bite pipe. So I will on one side, but on the other side I have to use the no, you know what I mean. Oh God. Just this wind is ridiculous. So, another thing I spent part of my stimulus check on, excuse me. Oh, dust, I hate dust. Oh, I got a good face full of it that time. Oh, I hope that's all over with. Blow that dust out of my nose. All right, so the other thing I did was I went by the battery place where I buy my batteries, and that's where I bought those 4 Trojans down there. Those are L16s, and I said I wanted 2 more of the L16s. Well, they have the L16s, but not the L16Hs, I think those were. But anyway, they did have the L16Ss, which are actually designed for solar systems. That's what the S stands for. So those are 490 amp hours each. But I've got them tied in series to make 2 6s make a 12 volt. So the amps don't go up, only the voltage does. So they're still 490 amp hours. Okay. Those over there are 370, I think it was. 370 amp hour. So I've got those tied into the system. I made up some new cables and got it all into the system. And just so I wouldn't disrupt any power, I had made a temporary jumper right there with those 2 alligator clips. And I would clip from the prior battery onto like that positive wire, which runs up to my Renogy rover controller. I'd clip onto that from that battery pole so I could take that nut loose without cutting power to my solar controllers. So anyway, everything is back in charging. I'm up to right now 13.8, 13.7 back in inside and out, and I'm on a float right now because there's plenty of power coming in. And with the wind blowing, there's the gauge on the wind right there. So we're about 250 to 300 watts coming in on that right now. Of course, as the winds gusts come up, that'll jump up into the 400 or 500 watt range. But plenty of power coming in. So anyway, I'm glad I got those 2 extra batteries in there, because that's going to give me a lot better storage power come after dark. And this wind is supposed to blow all through tonight and all into tomorrow and all day tomorrow. So lots and lots and lots of wind. Not making me very happy. And my allergies from the, how do you like that? My whole life working in construction, I've never had an allergy from anything. Even growing up as a kid, go take a poop in the woods and I'd wipe myself with poison ivy and it didn't matter. I wouldn't catch it. And then here I come and retire and move out to the desert, and the first allergy I get is dust. Isn't that just wonderful? Anyway, it makes my sinuses run. And of course, the wind doesn't help any. Kicking up the dust everywhere. You can see the haze in the sky over there. That's all dust blowing. If you look up higher, you'll see that it turns the blue, but down lower, that haze is actually a tan color. That's all dust. So I did want to show you one other thing, and that is out there by the mountains, there's been clouds all day sitting in low fog all the way through the pass. So amazing. Yep, that's all the clouds and low hanging moisture. And I guess that's probably part of the reason why we've got these winds blowing, because winds usually pick up when there's a difference in pressures. Like you have a high pressure and a low pressure side by side. Well, the wind picks up on that, and it was coming all out of the south most of the day, but now it's kind of switched out of the west. So maybe that means the storm is moving out. Who knows? But I got to put up with this all day tomorrow when the water comes. I got my garden hose running down to these tanks right here, because when I get up in the morning, my water delivery usually doesn't come until after lunch. So when I get up in the morning, I'm going to call and verify that it is coming, because I have about, I'd say about 600 gallons left up at the tank. So each one of these totes will hold 275 gallons. So I'll drain all that water down here. So after he fills me up there by the big tank, if he does have anything left over, he'll bring it down here and fill the other 2 totes that I have available. I'll get rid of all of that, and then if there's still water left, I'll put it into that tote, and I've got a fitting I could put at the bottom of it, and I could use that to gravity feed some water off and just water my mulberry trees. I'll give you a quick look at those. I see my bird feeder looks like it's running a little bit low. Of course, when the wind blows, it tilts it and it drops it out onto the ground. And then you'll see about 50 birds down here eating it off the ground. But yeah, the mulberry trees are really taking off now that the spring is here. This is the healthiest one of them all. And as you can see, it's got a lot of life to it. I need those supports to hold it up, because with that much leaves on it, the wind will snap it right over. And this one with that had the green down inside the tube, well, the green is working its way up and out. So if I don't see any more buds pop on these 2 branches, but they are flexible, so they seem to have life in them. If I don't see any more leaves or buds pop on those, I'll prune those two off, send the energy to the other part of it, and it'll grow faster. And then this one over here, it's got some green on it, but not a heck of a lot. And again, same thing with the branches, that if they don't show any signs of growth, I'll prune them off so that the energy goes to the part that is growing. All right, that's all I have. Oh, right in the face. I'm having trouble breathing and talking as I'm walking right directly back into the wind. Oh my gosh. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. This is G Bear reminding you to be reminded to do those things that you always do. Give me a thumbs up, like my videos, and don't forget to share. And don't forget to subscribe. That's right, I heard you. Thanks, everybody. This is G Bear signing off.